I've had 2 burritos and I'm about to lay down for a nap. Hello, my friends. It has been a hot minute since I have filmed a vlog, and I know I'm coming to you from my very yellowish looking bedroom that's not very well lit, but that's because I'm legit about to like read and fall asleep reading, hopefully for like my midday lunch period. And I just figured it's Friday. I'm actually powering through a book after like weeks and weeks of not being able to read like a solid book, a physical book. And let me just talk about what I'm reading. The Troop by Nick Cutter. Guys, if you have not read this book is fucked. Let's be honest. It's purely fucked. So really quick synopsis on what The Troop is about. It's about a Boy Scout troop. They have their Scoutmaster, Tim Riggs, and then I think like 5 boys in total. They go out onto this island called Falstaff Island in Canada. It's like near Prince Edward Island. So very tiny island. They're just going there for like one of their last sort of camping outings of the season. And a very hungry intruder comes onto the island and just is like asking for help. He's very hungry, very sickly looking, very thin, and just shit pops off, guys. And honestly, so I'll be honest, I am about 142 pages in, and I know that I'm starting a reading vlog very far into a book. Like normally I would just start a book with you guys, but I'm reading very slowly these days because my focus is about the size of a gnat, and I just figured I'd save you some of the grief of like an extremely long vlog. And yeah, so let's get to it. Okay, super quick, because I forgot to tell you what I think of the book so far since we're almost 150 pages in. It is excellent. I am thoroughly unsettled, thoroughly disturbed. Also, please don't mind all the laundry in the background. Very sorry. We're not very good at laundry around here. Anyway, this is very disturbing on a multitude of levels. Honestly, for a second, I was like, do I need to be reading this book right now? And I was like, absolutely, yes, completely, 100%. So there's a lot of, so it's not a spoiler to say that this is basically about a contagion of some sorts. You read the back, the synopsis, and it definitely tells you that like the line is, the human carrier of a bioengineered nightmare, a horror that spreads faster than fear. Guys, I didn't know the nature of this contagion, so to speak, and it is worse than what I had imagined. I thought it was gonna be zombie-like, because fucking everybody loves some zombies, and I hate zombies. Nope, it's worse. It's scarier, it's freakier, and it makes my skin crawl. And sometimes I think about it when I'm just sitting on the toilet peeing. That might be TMI, but I just feel very unsettled. I don't know why it unsettles me when I'm just trying to pee, but it does. It does. And if you read it, maybe you know what I mean. And if you do, comment down below. Anyway, I'm gonna go read now and be freaked out. Bye.
Are you hearing my words I'm saying to you? 'Cause I'm looking in your eyes, you're looking past mine, but I'm just trying to break the cycle. Why are you staring at the door?
Okay, real quick, I just wanted to check in with you. I know it's been like 2 seconds since I had that long intro. Bear with me. There are, so in the book, there are things like this. They're basically like case studies of when the scientist is like testing the contagion, and they're the worst. They're actually the worst parts, at least in my eye, because I'm very sensitive about animals, very, very sensitive. And he does animal testing, and that exists in the real world, but that's a whole other conversation that fucks me up. And it just details what happens when he introduces the contagion to these animals, and bad things happen. And it's very unsettling and very terrifying and horrifying, and just like makes me real nauseous, I'll be honest. But I'm reading because I'm captivated. The writing is excellent. The pace is like high octane. It's just like exploding and exponentially fast. Like things happen, and then more things happen, and then you're just like, when will this end? And then you realize you're only in like the first half of the book. Like, how much more is there? But apparently there's a lot more. And my one friend, Callie, from Pages in Parlor, or yeah, I'll include her Instagram down below. She says that it just only gets more brutal towards the rest, or for the rest of the book. I don't think I can handle it. Hi. Okay. Real fast, I'm gonna take off my glasses because there isn't a glare. I just finished that like 3-page like case study part of the book. I'm very disturbed, very grossed out. There was a point where I was only a half, so the case study is literally like, actually it's like 4 or 5 pages. 4 or 5 pages. Halfway through that little 5-page segment, I was like, do I want to finish reading this? Because I might vomit. Every time like a hair on my head moves or I feel it on my shoulder, I jump a little. That's where we're at, guys. That's where we're at. Hello, friends. So I am in the parking lot. I'm gonna put my mask on because we want to be safe, but I want to look at all the possible fall and Halloween decoration, and I've got my beautiful neighbor Mary here. Hello.
Hello.
So we're gonna see if there's anything set out yet. It's July 24th. July 24th. And we'll see if we have any Halloween and fall decorations of that persuasion. Mary's already ready. All right, I'm probably not gonna talk a whole lot once we get in there. I'll just sort of like show you what's there, but yeah, I'm excited. It is Saturday morning. It is like 10 o'clock, maybe close to 11. I'm just settling down after we did a couple morning chores. We walked the dog. We got some delicious coffee. Guys, if you're ever in the Raleigh area, Black and White Coffee Roasters. So amazing, so amazing. I'll link all of their information below because you can order their beans. They roast their own beans and they're perhaps the best beans I've ever had. So if you're a coffee aficionado and you like like the complex flavors, that sort of thing. And I'm sorry, like everything is super backlit. Just, it's morning time and the sun is like on a rager. Okay, so yesterday I went and tried to look at the fall decorations that are possibly out in stores right now. I went to Michael's, Ross, TJ Maxx, and yeah, I didn't find a whole lot. Michael's had the most, but that was to be expected. They're just, you know, they're the best with some Halloween and fall stuff. And I was gonna make a separate like vlog for it if I found a lot of stuff that I liked, but I didn't, so I just included it in here. Yeah, I actually ended up picking up a couple things, but none of them are really like fall related, except maybe like 2 things. So let me show you what I got. I'm gonna put you down and it's gonna be bright. So sorry. Okay, the one thing that I really got is like, that really like made me feel like fall, is this like burnt orange, sort of rusty colored dress. And it's got puffy sleeves, and the elastic on the sleeves is a little hard, but hopefully that'll like stretch out over time, or I might just go back and exchange it for a bigger size because we don't like tight sleeves in this house, no. But it is beautiful. It has like a ruched sort of neckline. It's a higher neckline. It sort of sits like right up here, and I just love it. I love these classic style dresses. Honestly, I'm like, I don't know, a Regency era little bitch at heart, honestly. If I could live in a dress like this, I would. I would have like 60 million of these. And I'm also a solid like t-shirt girl. Winchester Brothers, Supernatural, come on. Okay, and then I'm gonna switch you around and show you the candle that I got. This isn't necessarily fall, but sort of along those vibes. Makes me feel cozy. Okay, so the candle is called Winter's Edge, and it's got notes of apple, winter air, nutmeg, and layered woods. I also noticed that it's called Manly Indulgence, which I think is super weird. Like, I guess it's geared towards men, but I don't see why men couldn't enjoy normal candles in general. But whatever. It smells amazing. So those are like the most fall vibes that I really got yesterday. I ended up getting a couple things for the animals. I got a new like scratch board for the cats and a like worm stuffed squeaky toy for Roscoe, our dog. But let's be real. The real star of this update is this book that I'm reading. I am on page 181, so very close to 200 pages. Yes. Come on, this is great. If I finish this book, I'm gonna be really excited because I basically conquered my reading rut and I'm feeling the books. I looked at Instagram today and I was like, wow, I could go book shopping. I won't because I have a lot of books to read. And it just doesn't make sense right now, but I want to. And that's a really great feeling because when I feel like I can't read a book, like I can't just pick up a book and read, I feel like I'm in a fight with my best friend. Does anyone else feel like that? I don't know. I'm a nerd. That's how that works for me. Things are really getting intense. Yeah, I don't know how else to say it. It just, without giving away, it's really becoming Lord of the Flies kind of vibes. Like, the personalities of the boys in this Boy Scout troop are really coming out, and it's intense. Okay, I've been talking to you for a long time. I'm gonna read, and then we'll see where it goes, but this book continues to amaze me. The writing is excellent, the characters are excellent, the terror is real, guys. It's so real. Also, I look a little dewy. It's because it's hot here in North Carolina, but today, actually, it's not so bad. It's actually, like, minorly cool. Anyway, I'm gonna go read. Bye. Okay, hello. It hasn't really been all that long since I last updated you. I've probably only read like 20 pages of the book. It's like right here. And I don't think that this is a spoiler. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find a good vantage point so that you're not absolutely freaked out by this, all this backlighting. But yeah, I don't think this is a spoiler, but there's a character in this book that when you're first introduced to this character, you're kind of like, I feel like something's like fundamentally wrong with this character. And then the more you get to know this character, you're just like, this character might be a future serial killer or already is a serial killer. Just the way they describe some of his, or the author describes some of his motivations, that sort of thing. You're just like, something's really sketchy about this character. Yeah, and like I just got finished reading a portion of like some of their backstory. I feel like might be a serial killer. I don't know. I'm excited, but I'm also terrified to learn more about this character. This is a great book. This book is just where has it been all my life? Well, sitting in my library, my home library. That's where it's been. I bought it months ago. Okay, back to it. I'm just taking a quick break from reading, and I have some Indian leftovers here that I'm so excited to eat. It's chana masala and aloo kali, so it's chickpeas, cauliflower, and potatoes. And we're gonna share some flatbread, some chapati, I think it's called. Super excited. Look at that goodness. Hello, my friends. It is like 10:30. I had a full day. I visited my parents, and I just hung out there for a little bit. Yeah, I'm home alone. Let's say that first. I have some tea, and I'm reading The Troop, guys. Reading The Troop. Let me put this down. Got lots of cats by me. If you want to see the other one. There's the other cat. They are the ones keeping me company while I read this frickin' book. I love it so much. I can't distinguish anymore between my love and disgust and discomfort. Honestly, guys, honestly. We are at page 229, so I really haven't read that much since I last checked in with you. Sorry, I'm trying to get, dude, it's been a while since I've vlogged, so forgive me. It's been a hot minute. I'm getting re-used to it, but so it's nuts. Things are happening in this book, and I don't know how to explain to you what crazy shit is happening in this book without ruining things, but there is like one character who is made to think something and it's not really happening to them, and oh my god, what is another word for unsettled or uncomfortable? Like whatever the synonyms are for that times like 15. That's where I'm at right now. So why I'm reading this book at 10:30 at night alone in my house is really a mystery to me. I must just like punishment, but here we are. That's what we're doing right now. So I'm just going to sort of descend into my own little bubble of terror alone in my house, because that's what we like to do. Hi, it's Sunday morning. It's really hot out here. So yeah, if I'm a little dewy, that's why, because welcome to North Carolina. Also, if I complain about the weather a lot, it's because I'm not a summer person. I am strictly a fall and spring person. And even spring, I'm like, I'd rather just be fall all year round. I mean, am I right? I'm right. So I wanted to talk to you about how I'm progressing in this book. I have less than 100 pages left of The Troop, and guys, I don't know how many times I can say that just shit is going down. Like, I'll say it over and over again and you won't know what I'm talking about till you read this book. Honestly, if the ending doesn't absolutely suck or something, this is going to be a 5-star read, and this is quite the occasion because this is going to be a book that basically destroyed a very large and very emotional sort of reading rut that I've been through. But I wanted to tell you something really crazy. So if you don't know, and most people don't, I actually have a lot of trouble sleeping. And I try very hard to have very good sleep hygiene. I tend to read the most right before I go to sleep because it relaxes my mind. It takes me away from all of that blue light, like being on my phone all day, watching TV, being on my computer all day. Reading really helps me just sort of relax and I can sort of drift off to sleep easier. But honestly, sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it doesn't help, and I do have to take medication. The medication I'm on is not necessarily sleep medication per se. I think it's like a low-level antidepressant. At least that's what my doctor told me. I don't take it all the time, but I do take it when I need it. I used to be really ashamed about it because mostly it's just frustrating to not be able to get sleep when it seems like, you know, that's a human necessity. You need sleep, and then it's just impossible to get. Okay, so sorry. My battery died, and then I had to throw my hair up because it's hot as balls out here. Anyway, yeah, I take sleep medication. I used to be worried about it, but now I need sleep. We all need sleep. And moving on to the real point of this story is that I took my sleeping pill around like 10:30 last night, started to wind down for bed, and then decided to read a little more of the book, which normally isn't that bad of an idea, but this time it was. So my boyfriend was out visiting someone, and he came home around midnight, a little after midnight, and I had already like fallen asleep at that point, and my sleeping pill had been in full effect. And I woke up to hear him like coming into the bedroom and to like get into bed. And then right after that, I couldn't quite fall asleep. I tossed around for a little bit, and that's the thing about my sleeping pill, whatever it is. Sometimes it works. Well, I would say 80% to 90% of the time it does work. And then the other 10-20%, it sort of just like makes me feel tired. So this was a point in the night where like I had been woken up by my boyfriend coming in, and then I was like, oh, crazy. I read that book right before bed, and this is everything that's happening in it, and it's now going through my mind at like a breakneck speed. So I'm thinking about this book. Like, I'm really thinking about it. And then I start to like drift off to sleep. And so here I wear a little necklace that says that Max, which is the name of my recently passed dog. And because this book has to do with a contagion of a certain kind, I felt it like move on my chest, and in my like sort of half asleep state, I thought it was a bug. And with this being on the back of my mind, I like scratched the shit out of my collarbone, and I grabbed my necklace, and I was like about to like rip it off my neck and throw it away from me, because that's what I do when there are bugs on me. I like panic and I grab it and like throw it away. So that's what I was about to do, and then at the very last second I was like, this is my Max necklace. I cannot do this to my Max necklace. But the point of that story is that this book is getting in my head, and I almost broke my necklace over it because I was so terrified because my necklace moved on my collarbone. And y'all can sort of see the scratch because my nails are kind of long right now. Like, I was on my walk with my dog Roscoe, and as I was like sweating, I was like, ouch. I remember I scratched shit out of myself because I was fucking terrified last night because my necklace moved. Anyway, that's my update. I have some errands to do today. Gotta get some stuff done around the house, gotta do some lifting, but hopefully I'll be able to finish it today. Good morning. It is Monday morning. I need to seriously start work in like a couple minutes, but I am chugging coffee because I am literally like 10-15 pages away from the end. Oh my God, I cannot contain myself. My heart is pounding, mostly from the caffeine, and secondly from this book. I will check in very briefly, very soon. Oh, okay. Guys, I finished the book. I did. I finished it. Yeah, so this is a 5-star read. This is amazing. I'm sort of stuck between the feelings of wanting to read it again, never wanting to read it again, feeling a little nauseous, overwhelmed, very excited. Honestly, I'm amazed. The writing was so good. so good. I don't have words. I'm very caffeinated right now and I'm struggling with the words to describe this book. It was horrifying. It was every like worst nightmare squeezed into one book. And you know, it kept me reading. Also, can we just like take a second and realize that I finished a full physical book for the first time in like 3 months? Maybe 4 months if I'm thinking about it. I don't know, but it's been a while, guys. Yay. Also, this book was the craziest book to end my reading rut, but if it was gonna be any book to end my reading rut, it would have been this one. Like, it makes freaking sense. Anyway, guys, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna process this, mentally process it, like sit with it for a little while, and then post a full review video of this book, because I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of feelings and a lot of terror inside of me. And honestly, I'm excited to read my next Nick Cutter book because the writing was phenomenal and I'm very excited to dive into his writing again. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. It's been a while, I know, and I know that it probably wasn't the most aesthetically pleasing like I normally try to do, but you know, I am just so happy to have been able to film this vlog because this book was wild, life has been wild, and I hope to be posting a bit more regular moving forward. I just want to keep reading. I'm fully feeling like I want to read a lot right now, which is a really, really good feeling. It feels like home, and you guys feel like home. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you always know when I've got good things coming to ya. And guys, I love you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, y'all.